you deal with family members and relatives who are interfering in your life? I get this question from a lot of clients and coaches and online that, hey, my parents or my extended family or my relatives or my in-laws, and these are people who are really controlling my life or interfering my life to the extent that I'm not taking business decisions, job decisions, moving from foreign country back to my home country because of my relatives' pressure. And in this video, I want to address this question. How do you deal with it? A very simple answer to this is have a straight conversation with your relatives. Now, there are a couple of things why you allow your relatives to interfere in your life or control your life or your kids' life or your career or your relationships, or everything that happens in your personal life is some way shared outside, and then your relatives find this ache to come and help or advise or sit with you and kind of open up everything. And this is a common thing which is being seen in a lot of family. So first reason why you allow that is because you have some sort of dependency on these people. Financial dependency or emotional dependency or some other means that you are not able to talk straight or get them out of your life. And second is that you are not personally alive and fearless yet. You have been brought up in this environment where this is normal. Everybody interfering in your personal life is normal. So you just allow it to happen, and to the extent that it ruins your relationship with your spouse or your relationship with your kids, and somehow everybody else is controlling what's happening in your life. So you need to be present that what is correct and what is not correct, what is allowed or what is beyond. And from my perspective, your personal circle is your spouse and your kids. That is it. Your spouse and your kids, that is your internal circle. Your parents, or wife's parents or husband's parents are outside the circle. Now, a lot of times, people get offended. Oh my God, my parents, you're saying they're not my family. They are your family, but your personal family is your spouse, your husband, your wife, and your kids. And if your parents or your wife's parents or in-laws are interfering and they're controlling everything that's happening in your personal life with your kids' education, upbringing, your spouse, your relationship, your marriage, your income, your finance, your investment, your saving, how you live life, your lifestyle, everything, then that's a point of concern. And you have to first have a conversation. You're most welcome for them to come and have a relationship, love them, care for them. But there has to be a boundary where this is my personal life and you guys need to stay out of it. You can ask for advice, they can give you, but I'm talking about when relatives feel the urge to just barge in and people are just giving you free advice. Now, this is obviously your parents. They have some weightage and obviously you need to respect them and listen to them. But when you go a little more further outside, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins and neighbors and other people, you need to be very, very clear to keep them out. Now, obviously, sometimes some people have good intentions. They come, they give you advice. Very good. Appreciate that. Understand the intention. Understand why they are saying that. Listen to them, but then do not act on it. Now, there are some relatives and family members who are a pain, right? If you push them, they are going to make your life miserable because they have some power, they have some control, they have some financial, you have some obligations. So that is a very tricky place where you need to, kind of unleash the alive and fearless you. Take control of your life, your relationships, your kids, your spouse, and your space. And very politely, very kindly, through message, through text, through personal meeting, let them know where they are welcomed and where they are not. And you need to put that space, you need to put that barrier, and you need to make it very clear. Now, people who get it, get it. People who don't, let them feel bad, let them feel offended, let them, become haters and naysayers and go out and say, oh, what does he think of himself, blah, 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 blah. But you need to be smart to do it. You don't need to offend them. You don't need to, disrespect them or insult them. Just be very smart and push those relatives out. If they do barge in, just tell them nicely. And it is the only way to deal with relatives or family members who interfere in your life And when you're feeling it, you're asking the question, when you're feeling it, you already know this is not something which you appreciate. You're regretting a lot of things when these people pressurize you, and in fact you're messing up your own personal circle, your spouse and your kids. So make sure that you keep these people out. In my personal life, I have experienced the same thing. A lot of people, when I do things with my kids and in my relationship, in my work life, in my family, there is obviously opinions, there is obviously free advice that people give, but I respect them. I understand where they're coming from, and when need be, I really put my foot down and say, hey, back off, this is my life, thank you very much, but I don't think you need to take it to that level. So I hope this video helps you. It is an impromptu video. I just got this question and the urge to kind of shoot this video. I hope you get the courage, you are more alive and fearless, you find who you are and you decide what you want, and you keep away all the people that you feel are pressurizing you or invading in you and your life, your relationship, or your kids. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, post it below the video. Stay alive, stay fearless, dream big, stay strong, and I'll see you soon in the next video.